All right, shares of Robinhood pulling back a little bit today. They posted earnings last night, and as far as the pullback, listen, talked about it already in this show. Kind of par for the course this earnings season, particularly for names that have made significant moves in 2025, and none have made more significant moves than Robinhood, the number one percentage gainer on the S&P this year. And by the way, I think the quarter was remarkable. Robinhood, growth by product. Options were up 50%. Crypto was up 339%. Equities up 132%. Interest up 66%. And the company also gained market share across equities. They gained market share in options. They gained market share in crypto. They gained market share in margins. And additionally, Robinhood now has 11 business lines that generate more than $100 million annually. So I want to bring in now Robinhood Chairman and CEO Vlad Tenev. Vlad, congratulations. 1.27 billion beat consensus on the top line, 61 cents beat consensus on the bottom line. What's driving this? How did you garner this much momentum? What are you attributing the success to?
Great to be here, Charles. I think it's just the continued relentless product velocity by the great team that we've had. And I think it's not just existing products that are gaining market share, as you pointed out, but we're also at the leading edge of integrating new capabilities. We've got an AI event coming up in a few weeks where we're going to announce even more. And brand new products that are continuing to roll out, like prediction markets, tokenization in the EU, and Robinhood Banking, are relatively early in their life cycles. So we don't think it's just about growing market share in the existing assets that are mature, but also we've got a roadmap of new products coming out that'll all further our goal of being people's primary and secondary financial account.
I want to go to your margin book because that more than doubled from a year ago. And it's a clear reflection, obviously, of your relationship with retail investor and retail investor enthusiasm. Old school Wall Street, though, of course, sees this as a red flag. And this is one of the reasons you're hearing all these folks go on TV. Well, the market's overbought. I mean, what's your feeling? I mean, you're connected now with the retail investor more than anyone else. Is that something that you feel is an adequate interpretation of this?
I think that in and of itself, margin can't be looked at independently. You have to look at it as in the context of the assets on the platform. And the assets on the platform are up to $1/3 trillion, which has been tremendous growth. And so margin as a percentage of assets, still a single-digit percentage. And it's just a story of the platform as a whole has continued to increase. And, you know, margin, frankly, more than a year ago, we weren't very competitive with our product, but we've made so much progress on our risk management infrastructure that we started competing on rates. We could offer low rates profitably. And to my knowledge, I think we've got the most competitive rates across every tier of all the retail brokerages. Yeah, so prediction markets have been growing very quickly, and the impact to the bottom line is significant. You mentioned yourself, we now have 11 business lines that are north of $100 million in annual revenue run rate. Prediction markets being one of them, and Bitstamp, which is our first institutional business, being the second. Now remember, prediction markets only rolled out about a year ago with the launch of our presidential election market.